Hello and good morning, people of the internet. It it is today. It is today.
Great start.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
I stayed up way too late last night playing video games. It's fine. We're here. We're showing up. I am Cody. I am the host of the 90 Day Novel Challenge. And today I have three lovely guests here on the channel with me for this morning sprint. So I'm going to let them tell you who they are, what they do, and I'm going to say hey to the chat. Take it away, Charlie.
Hi, I'm Charlie, or Charlie Ray Writes, and I'm currently working on a dark fantasy project that's literally kicking my butt, but we're making it work. I do vlogs here on YouTube also. I guess that's really all I have to say.
Great.
There it is. It's better than I do. I am Katie Ann Writes here on YouTube, also known as Katie Chandler. I wrote a book that came out back in June called Backhanded Compliments. It's a sapphic tennis romance that you can pick up wherever you like your books. My audiobook is fantastic, so highly recommend that. And yeah, I don't make vlogs anymore, so I do stream every Wednesday with my friends. So if you want some writing shenanigans, the Troublemakers on YouTube, you can come and hang out with us. That's probably the most fun place you could find me.
Because it's always a good time. You can get your tarot read. You can just get yourself read if you really just want to. It's a good time.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah.
Y'all do quarterly
We're always looking
goals.
for people.
You shame people publicly if they don't meet them. It's beautiful.
It's a great little niche we found ourselves in.
And I love it. You found all the masochists of the writing world.
It did. Basically, any writer, because
pretty much
it takes masochism
we're all
to
masochists.
write a book.
Yeah.
Oof, yeah.
Truly.
So.
Truly. Anyways, hi Natalie.
Hello. My name is Natalie Jane Shields, and I make videos on the internet about writing books and reading books. And if you hear screaming in the background, don't worry about it. It's my dog.
I was like, it's my husband.
It's my husband. He's also screaming. Everyone's fine, probably. Just don't worry about it. And what a day it is, truly.
What a day it is. It's like today is a day.
Today do be daying.
Do be dayin'. Indeed. Indubitably do be dayin'.
It do be do.
Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
That's where my brain went. Oh, this is going to be fun. I can already tell.
Mm-hmm.
We have so many friends in chat. Thank you all so much for being here and hanging out with us today. As you know, if you've been here before, and if you haven't, I'm just gonna go over for us, just so we all know. But we're gonna do 2 20-minute yap sessions followed by 2 40-minute writing sprints. So we are in our first 20-minute yap session. If you have any questions, or if you want to pick our brain about anything, or if you want our hot take on something that we haven't talked about, just go ahead and ask us. The only thing we won't give you is our bank card number or social security.
Or address.
There's a long list, actually. There's a long list of things we won't say, but there's also a really long thing of whatever. You know what I mean. There's a long list of things we will say. Goodness. It's fine. We're doing our best. But I'll go ahead and I'll kick us off, okay? So what is what is the spookiest haunted house you've ever been to? And if you haven't been to a haunted house, if you've been to a corn maze, if anything that's haunted that you've survived walking through, I want to hear that story.
Okay, I guess I'll go first. There's several. I love haunted houses. I'm all about the haunted houses. The first one that I ever went to, I should also just preface this by mentioning that I have a phobia of chainsaws. I hate the noise. I don't like it. I once tripped over one in Lowe's, and it was just not a good thing. So this one time I went to
not Lowe's at the scene of the crime.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I know.
That's a different story for a different day. But this one time I went to a corn maze. Mind you, I was wearing Converse and I had laced them up very tightly. So this just makes it even funnier. I was on my way through the corn maze. It was fine. No big deal. I get to the end of it. And I should mention that I was with my my nephew's mom. So we were together at this corn maze. And all of a sudden I hear the very familiar haunting sound of the chainsaw. Okay. And I literally I didn't think, I didn't blink. I literally just took off running so fast that my shoes flew off my feet. I ran so fast and so hard. I lost both of my Converse in the corn maze.
It's like in cartoons when people like run out of their shoes.
Yes, exactly. And I mean, like, I laced them up so tightly they were high tops. So I have no idea how that happened, but I ran so hard. They just flew off. And then there was this one time that I encountered that Pennywise, and I'm not kidding. I just trampled right over my friend who was with me. And I ran out so hard. I did not think about it. I just ran.
You said, girl, bye.
I'm definitely not the person you want with you if you need defending from like anything. Sorry.
Yeah. Between fight or flight, I'm a flight.
I'm running.
Okay.
She's gone.
Yeah, she gonna fly. He's body footsteps climbing the stairs all the time. Ugh, it's creepy. All right, Katie.
Oh gosh, I don't really go in like haunted houses or like scare like attractions. I'm more of I love a ghost tour where they will take you around to like haunted sites. I live in Pennsylvania, and so I used to live near Gettysburg, so I'd go on a lot of those. Super fun, love those. I've went to ones in South Carolina. We were in Charleston, a lot of history there. Our tour guide told us that you shouldn't worry about stepping on graves because in Charleston, everywhere you step is a grave because of all the shifting, how it shifts because it's on the seabed, basically. And I was like, great, awesome. That I've always tried to not step on graves.
That made me feel great.
I was like, oh, great, I'm extra haunted. No, so I think and this didn't happen to me because I've never had anything like actually ghost paranormal activity happen to me, which is probably because I'm looking for it. I'm like, I would love a story like this. But this happened to my mom. We were all there. So I was there. It just didn't happen to me. But we were on a old Navy ship in Charleston, and we were doing the ghost tour. It was late at night. Telling us all these ghost stories, people who would stay in the ship, whatever. And my mom like walks off to like look at a like display, and whatever. And so we keep going, and we're like, come on. And she's like, okay, whatever. And we leave the ship, and she's like, wasn't it so nice that they were playing like old jazzy tunes for this like thing we're doing? And me and my dad look at her and we're like, there was no music playing. She's like, what do you mean? There was clearly a jazz band like radio station on when I was overlooking at that display, which was talking about like the parties they used to throw on the ship. Haunted. So
love that.
It was a nice one. So that's all I got. But I do love going on ghosty things. But no one's ever done anything to me.
I love New Orleans. That's all we did.
I don't love ghosty things. I do not like to be scared. So I worked at a haunted house because that makes sense. And it was fine. And then this year, 2 weeks ago, was the first time I've ever been in a haunted house. It was
ever.
I agreed, but under duress to go. It was like a coworkers' night out, and this was my first time like hanging out with my coworkers outside of work. So I felt like I couldn't say no. If they're watching this, they never will. But if they're watching this, I'm sorry to come clean. I did not want to be there. And it was at the haunted house that I had worked at like 4 years before. So I was like, I'll probably be fine because I know what's happening. I was not fine. And we went through the haunted corn maze, and I was like so sweaty. Like it was cold outside. I was like, I drenched in sweat when we walked out. I was like, I lost like 12 pounds of water weight. So like, didn't like it. And when I am nervous, I tend to just talk a lot. So like an actor would come and scare me and I would say, oh, no, thank you. That's very kind of you, but no. Or like
kindergarten teacher.
One of my moms would come up and I'd be like, I really like your makeup. You look great. Okay, I'm going to go over here now. So yeah, that was my one and only experience in a haunted house besides the time that I worked at one.
Wow. That is amazing.
It was terrible.
That's so fun.
At least you didn't trample your coworkers.
Yeah. I am not fight or flight. I am pretend that I'm fine. Like, I don't show when I'm scared, so a lot
You're
of people are like,
dissociate.
I don't even think I do. I think I just like I have a very good, I guess, poker face. So
Mm.
I genuinely think if someone was trying to murder me, I don't think I'd scream. I think I'd just be like, whoa, maybe don't. Like, you know, like I don't think that I have that vibe of just like I exude calmness, but also chaos.
It's so funny. I can see like this huge man running at you with a chainsaw and you being like, is that a good choice, friend?
Like, we're laughing,
Let's
but
rethink
like,
this.
I actually genuinely think I would do that.
That is so funny. I love that though. It's like, actually, inside voices.
Like, I feel like,
Thank
you know, there's like
you.
that viral, this was on Tumblr years ago, but like the news story that was like someone got stabbed and their last words were, "Are you gonna stab me?" That would be me.
That would be you.
Hey,
That would be you.
Marcus.
Oh my
What,
God.
are you gonna stab me? Which was that the one of the scary movies where they like redid that? Like the girl like was like broke her own
No, I
leg
don't
and
watch
was like,
scary
oh my
movies.
God, are you
I
gonna
just
hurt-"
told
It
you
was
I hate scary movies and
it was
scary
a
things.
parody. It wasn't actually scary. It was like a parody of a scary movie, like meant to be funny. But I couldn't remember what show it was. Oh, thumbs up, work. Anyway, so my scary story is, or not scary story, just I guess funny story, because haunted mazes don't really scare me because I am broken, but it's fine. So there was one time where the thing that will get me in a haunted house is if like something's behind me. I don't like things walking behind me. It stresses me out, right? And so here we go. We are walking through this field and this man, all of a sudden I hear a chainsaw rev behind me. And when I tell you, I inhaled, but there was also like someone was in front of us, like throwing like hay, like making it rain hay in front of us. And so it was like, what's happening? What's happening? And so like I got scared and I was like, oh, I inhaled something.
Oh my
And
God.
then I just went about my life, right? Well, later on that night, I'm like, God, I'm just something stuck in my throat. And so I'm like, gross, sorry. But I was like, I think I can like reach it. And I pull out a strand of hay this long that I inhaled whenever the chainsaw revved, and I went, like it just lodged in the back of my throat, dude.
No.
And I was so like annoyed all night because I was like, oh, God, there's something in my throat and I can't get it out. I just had to pulled it out like a piece of dry spaghetti. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
But anyway, that is my funny story. Does anyone have a good ghost story? Like, have you ever like encountered a ghost yourself? Because I mean, Katie, that was a pretty good ghost story. Your mom definitely encountered multiple ghosts, maybe. But I have a good story from like whenever I was really young. My brother and I shared a room. We had bunk beds, and there was one night where I woke up and he was just standing. Like the door was open, and he was just standing against the wall by the open door. And I remember being like, Tyler, like go back to bed, like, come back to bed. Like you're going to get in trouble. You know, you're not supposed to be up. Because he was also like sleepwalking around that age. And so this wasn't like the first time this had happened or whatever. So he doesn't listen. And so I'm like, okay, he's sleepwalking in again. Let me help him up into his bed. I get up, I turn the light on, and my brother's in the bed. There was no one standing by the door. And
I'd burn the house down.
we just never talked about it after that.
Cool.
I have
But
one.
like that was the one time in my life that I think that I have truly like encountered a ghost, like a spirit. Because my brother literally lifted his head up in bed when I turned the light on and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Huh?" So that's my ghost story.
I have one too. I used to live in a haunted house, and it was like, okay, we're talking like 1800s Victorian house. When I say that there was a sinkhole in the backyard that led into the basement, I'm not joking. Like it was not a good house. Okay. It already has creepy vibes. It's like 3 bedrooms. There was this bathroom that obviously used to be a bedroom that was converted into a bathroom. It had carpet and the floor carpet and a walk-in closet. And I remember this one time I was taking a shower and I reached around to grab my like shower products and I saw this like black thing like go in front of my vision into what would have been my bedroom at the time. And when I tell you I didn't even think, I grabbed my towel, I ran downstairs. I didn't go upstairs for like 2 weeks after that. My mom had to like monitor my showers for like a month. It was not good. I have so many more. Like we had a old piano that came with the house that used to play itself. We didn't have cats or anything like that. The TV would turn on by itself. You'd see like something in the corner of your eye. You'd look and it wouldn't be there. Like it was just the creepiest. You'd hear footsteps and whispers coming from the closet. Like it was just the creepiest house, very haunted. And yeah, it was just not. I lived there for like 10 years growing up. So yeah, not fun. I have a lot of stories from that house. That's just one of them. So
wowza.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hi, Lynn. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Katie and Natalie, do either of you have a fun ghost story other than the one you already shared?
I don't think so. Most of the ghost stories are my dad liking to play tricks on us when we were kids. Like one time we had a birthday party, and not a birthday party, it was like for a back to school, like, you know, taking me and a bunch of my friends when we were like in 4th grade to a Gettysburg ghost tour, of course. And, you know, I don't know how he did it, and maybe it was real and he just played it off as a joke, but, you know, we used to have the old digital cameras and stuff, and he would, you know, taking pictures, and he was with us, and he showed us a photo on the camera. He's like, look, I just took this photo of a house across the street when we were walking on the ghost tour, and you can see a smudge of someone in the window. And it freaked me and my friends out. And I was like, this is so cool, because I love ghosts and ghoulies. So I was like, oh, this is so cool, whatever.
Camera.
I was like, let's go in that house. I'm the dumb bitch getting killed in a murder in a spooky movie.
And we love that.
I'm also like, you know, yeah, like I'm like, fine. I love ghosts and ghouls. I love it. I think it's fun. It's fine. We're cool. But my one friend was terrified, and so she was like, no, I have to go home. And so we convinced her to do the rest of the ghost tour, but she did not stay for the sleepover. And my dad was like, that was a joke. So.
Dang.
I do not have any ghost stories. I think I'm like, my brain is too like logical. I don't necessarily not believe in ghosts. I don't know. I'm open to the idea, but I think that my
I'm
brain,
open to the idea of ghosts.
Yeah. I think my
what if
brain
they heard you say that and they were like
anything that could have been like a ghost something, be like, it's probably fine. Like I'm the type of person further on the earlier story is like when I walk into a room and there's a spider and my husband's not home to kill it, I'll look at it and I'll say, you better not be here when I get back. And then like I'll leave the room and come back like an hour later, and if it's gone, I'm like, okay, well that was taken care of. I feel like I would do that to a ghost.
Wait, you verbally harass spiders in your house?
I'm not gonna kill it. My husband will kill it, but if he's
you
not
just scream?
No.
Wow. I wish I had that. I mean, you didn't scream at people coming up to you, so I guess I get it, but oof.
Do the same thing with snakes. I used to live in Florida, and so like if you're walking, you like see a snake, not in your house, but like, you know, out in your garden or something, but just don't be here next time I'm here, okay? And then they look at you, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go over here now.
Yeah.
And then you don't see him again. You're like, well, he listened.
Amen. That is crazy. Also, Natalie, why do you have a hook so high up on your wall? Is that what that is?
I'm an actor, and I put my self-tape background up there.
Okay, actor, self-tape background. I was like, that hook is so high on the wall. What are you
there's another one
there?
You can't see it. There's one there, and then there's one there, and I put like a shower curtain up, and it has my self-tape backdrop.
Okay.
This is my multi-purpose office for everything.
We love ingenuity. Yes. Anyway, what is happening? Such mom energy. That is so funny. coming in and momming those critters in your house. Okay. I think the time has come, friends, for us to lip sync for our lives. I know I did not tell any of you to prepare a song, but that is because we're just winging it. We're doing it live here on Beyonce's internet. Okay.
Rihanna's internet.
I am, friend. We're not opening up that can of worms. Oh my gosh, you will never live that down for as long as you live.
Yep.
But that's okay, and we love you for that. Okay, and thank you so much. That all of that was just a wonderful distraction to keep you from not realizing that I was fixing the Flocus timer. I hope that it worked.
Brilliantly.
Brilliantly done. Okay, friends, the first 40 minutes is on the clock. Best of luck to all of you, and we will see you on the other side. All right. That was the first 40 minutes. How did we do? I'll kick us off. That was mostly a thinky sprint for me because, by God, if I can't figure out the logistics of this freaking scene, but it's fine. I think we figured it out, and I think we have a plan. And maybe by the end of the next sprint, these characters will finally be on this freaking boat. So that's how it went for me. How did it go for you?
Good job. Yeah, for me, I wrote 297 words. I started a new chapter. So I'm in the debate beat, which is a little rough. That's all I've got to say. It's just a little rough. It's very disorienting because of what's happening with my character right now. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say.
Amen. Katie, how'd it go for you?
I know how you feel. It was okay. I'm trying to write pitches right now, which is the bane of my existence because I am not a plotter. I don't know what plot is ever. I'm a vibes and characters kind of girl, and I've already written these pitches to be vibes and characters. And my agent was like, "Yeah, could you give me just like a little bit more?" And so I was like, "Yeah, that's totally fine. Don't do that." So, yeah, not many words, but just like you, Cody. I was a lot of thinking, a lot of staring at my Pinterest board, and a lot of just
which is writing.
Yes. So it was not a fruitless 40 minutes, but it was slightly painful to just be like,
yes,
a couple words here and there, and I'm like, no, backspace. Yeah,
incredibly painful. Yeah, but
yes.
we persist. Alas.
We
and
move.
Natalie, how'd it go for you? Yes.
I would say the first half of that was not writing. I put on the rest of my makeup and dried my hair and ate breakfast. But then I did in fact write. And I got 209 words and I feel good about it. I was just describing a room. So, writing things.
We love a room. I tell you what. Let's see how chat did. Let me see. Let me catch up. You're just in time. We have one more 40-minute writing sprint happening at the 20-minute mark of this hour. So you are just in time, Miss Lottie, and we're happy to have you here. 338 words for me that time. Very nice. Angel finished her outline for her fantasy novel, which is so exciting. Yay. Congratulations, Angel. It is not for the faint of heart. Hold on. They were talking about it during the sprint, but Angel has been working on this book in between baby naps because, raising a young child is not for the faint of heart. And also wanting to pursue your creative passions, you better work, Miss Angel. Let's see. Ironed out some rough parts. Very nice. 316 words of description on one aspect of a part of the fantasy aspect. That is so real. That is so real. I felt the pain in that sentence that you typed, like that you put in there.
Yep.
I felt it. I truly did. Like everyone here was like, and the choir said amen. 571 words. Very nice. 698. Julia finished editing a chapter. Rethinking a chapter that was feeling a bit flat. And who is... Oh, that's crazy that your baby's literally turning 1 year next month. It feels like you just gave birth to that child. I remember I was on that live stream whenever you were like packing the bag, headed to the hospital, about to give birth. Like that is crazy. I feel like this is all of our child. Can I be their internet gunkle? That would be amazing. Anyway, so with that said, do we want to share any lines?
Oh God.
Do you want to tell us about this room, Natalie, that you have described so intricately?
I mean, none of it is particularly interesting.
That's okay. You can just share the last line you wrote, with no context, or you can pick a line. It doesn't matter to me.
I didn't finish the sentence. It just says, it's cozy and.
Mm.
That's what I finished.
I can already tell that's going to be a great sentence.
It's going to be the best sentence in this book.
Mhm.
Okay, this one says, as small as the room may be, it's all decorated in opulent greens and golds, peacock feathers in vases, and a polar bear rug on the floor.
Okay, polar bear rug.
Okay, polar bear rug.
Amen. Let me see. Charlie, do you have a line you would like to share?
Yeah, I can share this like paragraph that's like kind of crazy. No context. I look down at my hands, but they're not mine. They move when I tell them to, fingers curling into dense fists, but the contours are wrong. Thick in places where they should be slim, rough where they should be smooth. The skin is a plane of bumps and flaking off half-healed lesions I've seen before, but on someone else. The nails jagged and caked with dirt, not mine.
Okay.
Amen. That was good. I love that.
Ooh, I love
That's
that.
spooky.
That's really good. Ooh.
I like
for
this
Halloween.
chapter, but this was a really rough chapter to write. Like,
Isn't that the best chapters that we write are always the hardest, I feel.
Yep.
But it's fine. We're fine. Katie, do you have anything you want to share? A line or anything?
Sure. We'll share an out of context line from my pitch. So this is not
Okay,
prose
period.
or anything. But okay, that's fully out of context. Okay. But when another sorry, it's just okay, we're all writers here.
Yeah, we're all writers here. It's fine.
Yep. Okay. But when another driver unexpectedly retires and shuffles, fury racing around, Ava finds herself back in a car with a sweet, simpering, hero-worshipping rookie as her teammate. Exactly the type of girl Ava loves to devour whole. And Chelsea literally hands her the key to doing that when she asks Ava to be her roommate on their weeks off where they work.
Amen.
Katie,
Amen.
Formula One?
I mean, that sounds like some
Yes.
fun conflict we have there. Eating people whole.
Yep.
Love.
Not well. I mean,
not
they're doing-
actually
they're
eating
doing-
people whole,
they're
but
doing
like
I
know
we're
what you
doing
mean.
some eating. I'll tell you that.
amen. Amen. Gay men. Not gay men.
Gay men. Yes.
Gay women. Anyways,
Yep.
so good.
writing, right.
Cody, do you want to share a line?
Yeah,
Sure,
where
yeah. So this, I'm gonna share a fun little bit of dialogue, and this is the commander. He's giving the speech like right before all of our people are about to board the boat, and Melody, who I just love, she is like, oh, like basically like, what's her name? Meryl Streep in Devil Wears Prada, but make it Life of a Showgirl. You know, like she's always like feather boas, sparkly dresses. Like she is the salty siren of the island. Like she's the singer, performer, and whatever of the bar that whatever. Anyway, so her and her husband are going on this voyage. And so this opening part is the commander speaking, and then she interrupts him, and it just made me laugh writing it. So I'm gonna go with it. My fellow islanders, thank you for coming to share in this historic moment. For generations, our people have worked tirelessly in hopes that the next generation will be the one to finally make it home. It is my pleasure to share with you that today is the catalyst for our inevitable rescue. The journey to the mainland will be fraught with treachery, a threat and that I alone cannot bear. Seated before you are the brave souls who have risked their lives to aid us in our mission with their wit, experience. Don't forget about charm, Melanie shouts from the front row, prompting a hearty chuckle from the crowd. I love her.
That's so good.
Yeah, because like literally her and her husband are just going on this trip in case they actually make it to the mainland. They're taking their bar back to the mainland or whatever. And even if they don't make it, like they get to see more of the world than they would have ever gotten to in their lifetime. So they're kind of like the two that are like along for the vibes. They're there to keep the team's spirits high with spirits and music and all of that stuff on the ship for their travels. And if they survive, then they'll move their business to the mainland, and if not, they were going to die anyways on the island. So, it's like, what do they have to lose? And so they're the two that are very like taking this very unserious, and it's just so funny that everyone is like freaking out, and they're like, "Don't forget about Charm, Commander. We're full of it." Love
And you
her.
play her in the movie?
Absolutely, she will be a drag queen
Yes.
in the movie. She has to be. She has to be. And Marvin,
Yes.
gay.
Okay.
I love it.
Marvin and Melody. I mean, but Melody sounds like a drag name. Like it
It
truly,
does.
they are bringing to the stage Melody. They didn't have air horns on these islands, but you know what I mean. We have a question from the audience. What is your favorite personality to write as a protagonist?
I love that question.
See, but that's tough.
A grumpy love interest. I'm so sorry. I want him to be like angsty and hiding his feelings and vaguely insulting the heroine. I just love
Did
it.
you say vaguely insulting?
Yes.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah, I love it.
Because if your love interest can't read you, who can? You know?
Hmm. Correct.
I don't know. I mean, I want them to be likable, but I don't want them to be so likable that it's like, okay, you're like they're just not real. I don't know about main character, but I love writing the like bitchy character, like the sassy one who is always like sharp and witty and like will like love you in 1 second and cut you down in the next. Like I love those kind of characters because they're so volatile and you can really like they can fit into so many scenes depending on what's going on because they have that range of being like sassy, I'll cut you, but also like a good person, like deep down, you know. I love that kind of character. Also, because I like to cuss, and so and usually the characters like that like to cuss. So I like the characters that like to cuss. Thank you so much. What about either of you, Charlie or Katie?
I'll go, I guess. I like to write like morally ambiguous characters. Characters who have like sort of like alternating personalities depending on the situation, I guess. Like they like in one moment they might be soft with like certain people and then like really bold and out there with others. It's kind of like I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah. And Katie?
I think my favorite character to write is the sunshine character who acts like everything is great and amazing, is constantly lifting everybody else up, but secretly has like, you know, some hurt, some dark side, like they got some trauma in there that they're hiding.
Like a sad boy.
They are just giggly and fun and like they're like, I love a sad boy who hides it. My favorite.
Amen. Because I can relate to that. I love that. Because yeah, Luca in these opening chapters was a lot more sad boy than I thought he was going to be. And I'm like, there was literally there was a scene that I wrote the other day where he was like having like a little moment with Lainey. It was like their last little like night before this event where they're about to take out this voyage. So it was like their last like little moment together. And there was a one paragraph that I wrote that was just pure streamline sad boy. And I stopped mid-paragraph and was like, Luca, you are doing too much. Like, what is this? What does any of this even mean? Like, I don't even know. Let me see if I can. It was so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
For me, when I'm doing first drafts and like I write something like that and then I have a thought like that, I'll write the thought in like parentheses. So it's really funny when I like give my first draft to people to read, like specifically Taylor, then she'll like comment. She's like, why did you leave this comment for yourself? And you're like, I don't know, because words are words, okay?
I'll just read the end because this is just so dramatic. Okay, so basically this is like their last little moment or whatever. Luca just got his necklace that looks like this necklace in real life. And so he just got his amulet thing, and it's on, it's reconnected with him. There was a glow. They're like, what's going on? But whatever. And so this is Lainey starting this conversation. Well, I'd say that necklace really was made for you, Lainey says as she pushes it, as the pulsing glow fades. When my eyes meet hers, I can see the tears forming, threatening to fall at any moment. We stand there for a moment, taking in one another, knowing this will be one of the last moments we may ever see each other. No, I can't let myself think like that. We will make it to the mainland. We will seek aid from the king, and our island will be rescued. We can start all of our new lives together on the mainland. Knowing Lainey, she'll pick somewhere quiet, hidden amongst the forest of trees, a small slice of heaven for her and Uncle Boris to live out the rest of their days. The daydream melts away, transporting me back to bleak reality. I've held off my emotions for too long, and they bubble to the surface, relentless in their escape. Only this time, I can't stop them. I'm so scared, I manage to squeak out. Lainey springs forward, pulling me into a tight hug, and I wrap my arms around her, and I can feel the light jolts of her sobs. I'm scared too, kiddo. For a moment, time elongates, allowing us to savor every second of this moment. This room, this long house connected to a shore full of mystery. Everything I have ever known has been here in this house, and tomorrow I have to leave it all behind. I squeeze Lainey just a little tighter, and for the first time in a long time, I let myself sob with her.
Oh, so
Just
good.
dramatic. Dramatic.
I love
But
Can I also
anyways,
just say, I love when there's a character who's like slightly older who then calls the younger character kiddo. I love that as a nickname.
me
It's
too.
so good.
Me
It's one of my
too.
favorite mycotropes.
Yes,
So
yes, and it's like a parental figure that's not a parental figure, like
Yes,
because Lainey
it's very
is-
specific.
Yes, yes, like she's old enough to be their grandmother probably, but she's also just like full of energy and life. Like you would never expect it unless you knew how old she was. Uncle Boris, he's the opposite. He is literal grumpy. He only speaks in grunts, and I think that is so cute and funny.
My dream.
But it's funny because right before these final moments, like when they're about to get on the boat, Uncle Boris actually does say words to them. And it's like this cute little moment of him like showing like under all the rugged like persona that he puts on, he really does like care about them and he wants them to succeed and he like wants them to be safe. And, you know, it's like that little moment of like the grumpy kind of like being like, yeah, I guess I love you or whatever. Like, be safe, you know, like he's a man of few words, but when he does finally speak, it's like, oh. Anyway, so that's the part of the book that I'm in at right now, where everything is dying and we are about to go on this dangerous voyage and we have to say all of our sad goodbyes and it's ruining me emotionally. So, yay,
How many words are you
writing.
into your book?
I am currently 17,601 words into the book.
Are you on track for your 90-day novel?
Well, today is day 18, so okay. So if you were on the stream last night, you would know this, but this is actually a quick little talking point.
I was working.
Well, I'm not talking about you. I was talking to chat, like to the ether, not specifically to you,
I
Natalie.
feel like you were.
Natalie.
Sorry.
Anyway, I love you so much, and you
I
look
love you.
gorgina on this lovely Saturday. Anyway, so I'm kind of shifting my goal. Originally, it was 1,000 words a day, thinking that this book would be 90,000 words. But now that I am getting close to the end of Act 1, I'm thinking actually it may end up being closer to like the 70-ish, 80-ish. But also, I don't care about word count anymore. Surprise! So the goal now is a time-based goal. And I am aiming to spend at least 2 hours a day working on my writing, whatever words happens, whatever I'm working on during that time, that is enough for that day. I do an hour while I'm at work, an hour while I'm at home, and then on the weekends, I just do 2 hours straight like this, like a lovely little live stream. So yeah, that's kind of like how it's going, but technically I'm still on track for my 1,000 words for each 90 days. But now that I've lowered that end target goal, I think I'm ahead. So
Cool.
that's where we're at. We're switching over to a time base because while I cannot control how well the writing session goes, I can control how much time in my day I am sitting down trying to move forward. And so that's why we're kind of shifting just slightly.
I love it.
But yeah, that's the tea on the goal on the 90-day novel. But all right, friends, it looks like the time is nigh. We have yapped our way through that second 20 minutes, and it is time for our second sprint. Let me reflect that for all of you. There we go. How wonderful. Now, the second sprint is on the clock. 40 minutes. Best of luck, everyone, and we'll see you on the other side. All right. That was the end of our second 40-minute sprint. How did we all do? I got about 300 words. So, not nothing, but it was like pulling teeth the whole time. How did it go for you guys?
I did 339 words. Was difficult. I spent part of the sprint running down to the bodega to get snacks. But the rest of it, 339 words. It's been rough, but
Katie?
I fought with my internet for like. Sorry, I kept popping in and out.
No, it's okay. There's always at least one person who has their internet conspiring against them.
It's like, this is so deeply homophobic. Like, come on.
Truly.
Why will you not let me stream? Like, come on. But I think we got it right. We fixed it. I closed some of my many, many tabs, so maybe my internet will not be conspiring against me. But I did get to finish like this draft of the pitch that I'm sending. So we got something there. There's like a little something. And then I was going through and I was looking, because I'm actually pitching multiple books in like the series. And so I went to the next one, which is the last one, the fourth and final one. And I was trying to find a new name for one of the characters. So I just spent a lot of that sprint looking at Italian boy names and have not come to a single decision. So we're just working on it.
We love. Just name him after that one boy from the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Paolo?
Paolo.
Sing for me, Paolo.
Sing for me, Paolo.
That'd be funny.
My brain immediately was like, Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
Well, it's I don't want to insult the internet, but I don't know if there's a hot man out there named Giuseppe.
I don't know, but
I'm sure there is one that exists.
I only see old men in my brain.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, I was ready to call it quits halfway in, but got 809 words?
Okay.
Well, so glad you didn't call it quits. Also, free range female got 700. The entire sprint, nearly 3K for the day so far. I don't know what time it is for you, but that's great progress for me because it's noon right now. So great job. Pasqua did 306. Jade got 473. So it seems like it was a productive sprint for all. We love to see that. But unfortunately, we have reached. Oh wait, Natalie, you didn't say yours. Go ahead.
Excuse me.
It's fine. I'm awake.
I would like to brag because I hit the flow
Fran.
state and I wrote 790 words.
Incredible.
Yes, everyone. Stars in the chat for Natalie's 700 and did you say 90?
790. Okay, now you can
Almost 800 words.
I know.
Okay, but we can't wrap this up until chat puts stars in the chat for you for your 809 words. So I'm gonna watch the chat quietly. Okay. We got some coming in. Here we go.
It's not a star.
I mean, it's still celebratory. Take what you can get, friend. Okay. But thank you all.
Yes, Cody?
Oh no, I think my internet gremlin got him. I just passed it on.
Am I back?
yeah.
There you are. Yep.
Oh, okay, see, I told chat to start spamming stars and I lost my internet for a minute there. But we're back. Chat is, in fact, spamming all the stars because, in fact, they are all stars. And so are all of you because you showed up today and you put time towards your creativity. So slay for that. We love all of the stars. Thank you so much. But really quick, tell the people where they can find you on the internet. And we're going to send this puppy home.
Okay, hi. You can find me here on the YouTubes at Charlie Ray Writes or on Instagram at charlie.ray.writes. I never post over there, but it is what it is.
Amen.
Nice. Love it. And I'm Katie Ann here on YouTube. You can find me every single Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. On the Troublemakers channel, we do writing sprints, tarot readings, talk to you about writing, and I also shame you occasionally if you're into that, if you don't reach your goals. So I'm also the author of Backhanded Compliments. My name is Katie Chandler, at author.katie.chandler on Instagram if you want to follow all those updates. I have all of my other links there. So I recommend the audiobook.
Yes. Is the audiobook available currently?
It is available at your favorite place. I always recommend Libro FM. If no one knows what Libro FM is, it's great. It works with other indie bookstores. So when you purchase a book and are affiliated with your indie bookstore gets a kickback. So that's why I love Libro FM. But you can do Audible, Spotify, whatever you want.
Heard.
Love it. I'm Natalie Jane Shields. You can Google me and find me and all the places and some places you didn't
Google.
want me to be. And yeah, that's it.
Go as soon as I'm getting off the stream, I'm Googling your name to see what comes up.
A lot of
just like
things.
thrilled about it. And I have been your host. I'm Cody. I'm here the whole 90 days. Aren't you so lucky that you get to deal with me not knowing how to use words, how to speak? But hey, we have fun, and that's all that matters. So the next stream will be Tuesday. I don't know who's on that yet, but I will be making the thumbnails and posting them on the channel this weekend. So keep an eye out for the streams next week. Otherwise, we will all see you somewhere else on the